halfway through the first week of school. Just get up. All right, 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. It is Hump Day. It is August 19th, 2015, the third day of school for Marion County school students, and it is currently here at the studios of The Source, 74 degrees, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you, too, can get a bite to eat. And let's see the weather real quickly. There's a 60% chance we'll see some rain today, and high temperatures around 90 degrees. And it's pretty much the same as it's been. Today's the first day, I think, that we've seen anything of the potential for a hurricane coming our way. I guess you've heard about Tropical Storm Danny. They expect it to become Hurricane Danny, I think, sometime tomorrow. Nobody has said it's coming toward Florida, but it is going toward Puerto Rico, which is we're kind of in that line. So that's my unofficial, non-meteorological thing. My partner Robin is somewhere here. Good morning, Robin. I don't see her. I don't hear her. I don't know where she is. Let me tell you what we're doing this morning. At 7:35, gosh, there are a few things in the news, so we'll talk about those things. I don't know if you want to talk about... we've talked about women in combat before, but it seems to be a hot topic. I'll bring it up real briefly if you want to bring it up with us. Otherwise, I have stories to restore your faith in humanity. I just thought you would enjoy these stories. It is probably not so political necessary. Oh, thank you, Robin. Oh, yes. I forgot we had a new list we had to do. Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
Good morning.
All right. So, we got some good stuff. So it's 8:35. This is when we turn off our silly, turn off our opinions, and turn off any sugar-coated things.
Yeah.
It's just news. It's news at 8:35. It's 25 minutes of pure news that Robin and I will deliver to you in short form. 9:05 in the studio, Danny Santiago. He's a professional boxer, and he's a boxing coach, and he is loaning his talents and his skills in a way to help raise money and to help raise awareness that bullying is something we need to have campaigns against, I guess, is the best way to say that. The Marion County Anti-Bullying Amateur Boxing Championship fundraising event is on this coming Saturday, August 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion here in Ocala, and he's talking about that in the third annual Resource Officer of the Year Recognition Award, which is also happening at the same place at the same time, correct?
Yes, It is.
Career Source, Laura Burns will be in the studio at 9:35. She, of course, is with the Career Source Citrus Levy Marion. She'll be giving you information if you're looking for a job. She's got that information. Or if you're looking for an employee, let's not forget that it's a two-way street over there, and it's free. I'll just throw that in while I'm talking about it. You don't pay if you're looking for a job, and you don't pay if you're looking for an employer.
Exactly.
Ask them how they make their money. I'm not really sure. And I know it's been explained to me, but you know me. I forget things real quick. Brad Broersma is coming in. You know Brad from Ocala Aviation. He used to do a show here, actually.
Winging It was the name.
Oh, I forgot the name of the show. Yeah. So he'll be here. He's a pilot. He's a flight instructor, and he's coming in here to talk about, I believe they're recruiting not only students, but also teachers.
Yes, they are.
I've heard the ad a few times. 10:35, Legally Yours. John Fuller is an attorney here in Ocala, and he comes on these airwaves each Wednesday morning to answer your legal questions. If you're in a legal bind, you need an attorney. William Elliott III at 11:05. William Elliott III is a professor and the director of the Center on Assets, Education, and Inclusion at the School of Social Welfare at the University of Kansas. The School of Social Welfare, wow.
Yeah.
He's got a book called The Real College Debt Crisis, How Student Borrowing Threatens Financial Well-Being and Erodes the American Dream. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
11:20, lighten things up again with Anthony James. He is our go-to guy when we have questions about traveling, hotels, airplane flights, all that stuff. He's the voice of travel, and he's also the general manager of Homewood Suites by Hilton Ocala at Heathbrook. So looking forward to Anthony being in the studio. Fun with Joe today. Fun with Joe. Almost absolutely useless trivia, Robin.
Oh, nice.
Almost absolutely
nice.
Useless trivia.
Okay.
I have a segment for Galen, but I forgot to print it up.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what I had planned for Galen. Oh, man.
Well, it's got to be good, though.
You know, one of the things I thought we could do is come up with some fun campaign slogans for different candidates.
Oh, okay,
Just
cool.
come up with some fun things. It's probably not the kind of thing you want to wing. It's probably the kind of things you want to brainstorm. So I don't know if you want to brainstorm live on the air.
That sounds good. I think
not.
some candidates could use some ideas.
If you want something fun to do today, there is probably nothing that you don't like. Well, let me see. There are probably some people who don't like it, but I love it. Everybody I know loves it. It is soft serve ice cream.
Oh, yeah, it is wonderful.
Today is National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day.
Oh, cool.
I just thought I'd tell you that. National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day.
Nice.
We had some yesterday.
We did. That was really good, too.
Let's see. Should I delve into the serious stuff? No, not yet. We'll talk about all that stuff on the other side of the break. Right now, I want to tell you something that was kind of sweet. As probably most of you know, Robin and I do music, and in order to find places to play, we go online. and we look for pretty much nursing homes. And so yesterday we found one that I didn't even know existed here in Ocala. I won't name it. But their clientele seemed to be exclusively severely physically disabled adults.
Yes.
I walked in there and gosh, the work that those people do.
Yeah.
Working with people and here's the beautiful thing. It's just, you think that, you know, somebody who is severely physically disabled would never be happy, but it's exactly the opposite. They were smiling. They were kind of having fun and whatever they were doing, you know.
Yeah.
And
I was outside, and he was like taking a stroll, and he had the best smile on his face. It was just
who?
Well, you were inside, and I was outside.
But who had the best smile?
The young man in the wheelchair, and the worker was pushing him.
Oh, okay.
And he was just, you know, all there in his chair, and he was just looking around, and he had the best smile on his face, and she was chatting with him. So.
Well, the workers are just. I mean, you just have to say, gosh, if you're in the health care field, thank you for what you're choosing to do. By the way, there was a story online this morning that I saw about a highway patrol trooper. I believe it was in the state of Ohio. Now, once again, we take our hats off and we thank our law enforcement, our first responders. Listen to this story. I don't have it in front of me. I'm just going to tell you what I saw. So the dashboard cam captures what I saw. And it looked to me like a semi had driven off the road through the barricades on the side and down into a ditch. The highway patrol trooper pulls up, gets out of his vehicle, runs down into that ditch, and you can hear him because the audio is still recording, although you can't see him. And he's counting, and you know what he's doing. He's performing CPR. And he is commanding. He is commanding that person, you don't die on me. You don't die on me. He's pushing that man's heart. We assume because he's counting, so that's got to be the CPR compression count, right? And he's just commanding, like he's yelling at the guy, don't you die on me. You open your eyes. You get back here. He was just very forceful.
You must have cried.
And then you hear the guy coughing. And the guy is breathing. And then, at the end of the whole thing, I got to go. There wasn't much more, but I'll tell you when we come back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Brett Larson. The personal data of millions of people who've used the adultery website Ashley Madison have been released by a hacker group calling themselves Impact Team, and the information could be quite valuable.
This could be very lucrative. 37 million potential usernames, emails, bank details.
Sky News' Joe Tidy. The hacker group is demanding the site be shut down and are holding on to users' nude photos and other embarrassing items as collateral. Buddhist monks chanting at the site where a bomb blast killed 20 people and injured more than 100. The location of the bombing has reopened, and authorities are now searching for a man they say is the prime suspect. He was caught on surveillance video and is believed to be part of a larger network. You won't find milepost 420 in Idaho. It's been replaced by 419.9 after allegedly being taken by tokers. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retool.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out.
New shows? Check. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire.
Because that's how exotic it is.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Cozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. I always have to think what day it is. It just doesn't roll off my lips or off my tongue. Here at the studios of The Source at the Paddock Mall, it is 74 degrees. I say that reluctantly. There it is. There is a storm out there in the Atlantic Ocean. They consider it a small storm. It's right now it's a tropical storm named Danny, and forecasters are saying by tomorrow it should become a hurricane, and it is, at least right now, one of the models shows it hitting Puerto Rico by next Tuesday. Where it will go from there, I don't know. In fact, they don't even know it will go there. So it's still very too soon to to kind of speculate. However, it's not too soon to take whatever you need to do to be prepared for this kind of thing. One of the things that we've talked about many, many times is simply having a suitcase or a box or something just ready to go out the door. So if you need to just say, okay, I'm out the door, and I've got everything I'll need for a couple of days. That's kind of something to think about, and batteries and flashlights and generators if you have one, and anything. I mean, it's kind of premature to be talking about it, but 1 week from today, if the thing is in Puerto Rico on next Tuesday, then 1 week from today, next Wednesday, we might be seriously looking at this thing, and it could build, it could grow. You know how that is. Things get bigger, the hurricanes get bigger. All right, so let me finish the story I started. So the highway trooper runs to the aid of an accident victim on the interstate in Ohio. I think it was an interstate, but some big road. And you can hear him but not see him because he's got his dash cam recorder still recording the audio and the video. But the video simply shows, like a hole in the fence where the truck went through. Anyway, so you can hear him doing compressions, as in CPR compressions. You can hear him commanding the guy, "You don't die on me. You don't die on me." And the guy does not die. The guy comes back. He starts breathing again. And the ambulance arrives. And this is the part, I mean, there's several parts in this story that really impress me. But it makes you really wonder. Okay, so this guy... Now you see him, after the ambulance guys get there, you see the trooper climbing back up the hill after having just saved a man's life. Chances are there was blood. You couldn't see the blood on the trooper's hands, but chances are he had to clean up a little bit. And he's just walking back to his vehicle. And he gets into his vehicle and he drives. And it's done. It's just one thing. It's just in the course of his day. That's what he does. That's what he did. That's what they all do. Mm-hmm. That's what they all do. It is an amazing thing to think about what our law enforcement and first responders, firefighters, etc., put themselves up for every single day. Now, they don't get that. That doesn't happen every day. But I would imagine in the course of a career, they've all had similar experiences. And it's just in the course of a day. Guess what? They get back to the police station or whatever you call where a trooper goes. When they get back to wherever it is that's their place to be, there are other guys there and ladies, not just a male thing. There are other officers there who have also had a day. And if they all were to share these days, it would be more incredible. It would be more incredible than any movie you've ever seen. If you were to be in that room and listen to all of those stories at the end of any given day, it's got to be more incredible than any movie. And then the guy goes home, or the lady goes home, and there are the kids, and they're talking about their homework, and there's the wife or the husband talking about his or her day. Mm-hmm. And unless they're doing something amazing, there's no way to compare it to that. Mm-hmm. And we celebrate people who have made a lot of money. We celebrate people who are very famous, and we cheer them on as if they're some kind of a hero. And a rock star gets on a stage and everybody screams, or Donald Trump comes walking down the stairs to announce his presidency, and everybody's gaga over it all, But these guys get no applause. They just do their job. I don't know. Am I carrying on too much about this? I just thought it was so impressive, and it's not a surprise. Every single time I hear one of these stories, I know that's the way it is. That's what life is for those guys and ladies.
Oh, certainly.
And their families. Mm-hmm. Their families, too. Because we lose them, too. We lose those folks, too. They get caught up in the things that they go to be a hero, and they are a hero. Anyway. There's a ribbon cutting today at Campus USA Credit Union at Heathbrook Service Center at 5350 Southwest College Road, not too far from here. It'll be this morning at 11 o'clock, and Campus USA, as you probably know, is a credit union, and says here, let's see, are they doing any food or anything like that?
I don't know.
Don't know. But anyway, there's a ribbon cutting if you want to go help them celebrate. If you have a business and you would like to also have a ribbon cutting at your business, it doesn't have to be for a grand opening. It can be for something new that you've added to your menu or that you're doing something different. The Chamber of Commerce is now called the Ocala Chamber and Economic Partnership, so they will team up with you. You'll be able to network with a ribbon cutting, but with other ways too. They have their monthly, what do they call it?
After hours
event, which is a very good networking opportunity.
And there was a gentleman who was a solo musician. He played guitar, and he had a ribbon cutting for himself at the Ocala Hilton.
Sure did.
He used the Hilton, and they came and they cut the ribbon.
We should have a ribbon cutting. We should join as my uncle's friends.
We should.
We need one for the radio station. When are we going to do that? We haven't had one yet.
I know. We need that. We need one for my uncle's friends.
All right, Ocala's going to have a garage, a 3-story garage. Everybody stand up and cheer. It is.
I believe it.
On the corner of Osceola and Fort King.
Of course, right in the middle of...
It's a 3-story building.
Yeah.
Did you hear this already?
No, I have not.
Okay, it's a 3-story garage. It'll have a facade, I guess is what you call it. The exterior will be, there's like $115,000 added to the cost of $5.5 million to put on the structure the brick-looking facade so that it matches the Brick City theme that we've got going downtown.
Okay.
That started, the whole story. But anyway, so the garage is going to be started in the springtime. What is that corner right now, Robin? What is there? Is that the place right next to Osceola and Fort King? Is that the place where we sometimes park? Is that where they put the ice skating rink?
That might be.
Is that the block? I think it is.
I can't picture it, but it might be.
I think that's the block. And the old Sprint building is going to be condominiums.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're working on that.
So it's a 3-story garage. I think it's at 400-something cars will be able to park there. Be parked there, I should say. And
it's going to be a traffic jam in that area.
No, you're so pessimistic. It'll fix things. We need a parking garage.
But how come they couldn't put it on the corner of Highway 40 and Pine Street, 441? Nothing is there. It's an empty
there's
lot,
a pink building there.
except one small pink building. How come they?
The pink building is the guy in the pink building is a bail bondsman, right? He moved out, right?
Yeah, he moved out, and there's a car place or something there now.
Yeah.
But how come they just didn't?
They'll use it for something. Why are you so? One thing at a time, partner.
That's right.
So they're going to build a garage. You don't like this idea?
I do like the idea of a parking garage, but the area I have to
such a good
get
idea
it in my head.
It's such a good idea. It's crazy to park. Now, I know it's only crazy to park at certain times of the year. And by the way, guess when they're going to have it done, hopefully? By Light Up Ocala of 2016.
Oh, that would be
So
nice.
not by this year's Light Up Ocala, but by next year's Light Up Ocala.
Oh, that would be really nice.
That's going to be great.
It'll be wonderful.
That's going to be great.
I know.
You're
We
not going
need a parking garage.
You're not going to feel the pinch whatever taxpayer money has to go to this thing.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the location. So are they going to have, like,
Yeah, but isn't that a better
on the outside and everything?
Have what?
They'll make it real pretty on the outside.
Real
and
pretty.
everything,
Real
so it
pretty.
Fits with the
$115,000 worth of pretty.
Wow. Okay. Well, good. Then I'm all for it, as long as it looks pretty.
If you had it on the corner, Robin, that you're talking about, that's kind of a walk for a lot of people to head to the downtown area. This is right there across, the way I'm picturing it, right across from where all the action is.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Good point.
You know, I didn't even begin to tell you the stories that will restore your faith in humanity.
Okay.
I didn't tell you anything. I didn't tell you the Ashley Madison stuff.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Why do we even care about this?
The Ashley Madison?
Well, you know, every time I have an idea, I have to take a break. All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today with a couple of thunderstorms around anytime at the beaches, but during the afternoon hours only across the interior. The high today 88 to 92. Tonight, partly cloudy, a shower with thunderstorm in spots, low 73 to 77. But tomorrow, partly sunny with a couple of thunderstorms in the area anytime at the beaches, but only in the afternoon over the interior. The high tomorrow 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the McDonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the McDonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, condition, and availability. Savings vary.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this nice-looking Wednesday morning. Hope you're doing well. It's National Soft Ice Cream Day. Just thought I would let you know.
Yep.
By the way, Dan, no tenemos ningún registro.
Exactly.
Oh, there he goes.
He's working on it.
He's working on it. I probably slaughtered the pronunciation of those Spanish words. All right. I want to tell you some stories that will restore your faith in human beings, in humanity.
Okay.
Listen to this one. After the Fukushima power plant meltdown in Japan during the earthquakes, you remember that story?
Oh, yes.
So one of the big problems was radiation, lots of radiation, and it forced families out of their homes. And so there was a need to clean up the radiation, and it's almost impossible to clean up radiation without being affected by that radiation, and therefore exposing yourself probably to the very likelihood of cancer. So hundreds of elderly citizens volunteered to return to clean up the mess because they said, look, we've lived our lives.
Oh.
They exposed themselves to the cancer. They said, we want the young husbands, wives, and children to be free of this. We've lived our lives. We will expose ourselves to the radiation, get it cleaned up so you can move back.
Oh my gosh.
Now, is that not, and how did we not hear that story?
Exactly.
How did we not hear that story?
Exactly.
There was a story, by the way, and I told you this yesterday.
Wow.
There was a story in the news. The news, I'm convinced, is trying to persuade us to believe that there's a war between black and white people in America. I don't see it out this window. I see the races working fine together everywhere I go. I don't know why the news seems to want to portray this image. But I have a story that did not make the big news, although I did find it in a smaller story. There was a police officer who stopped a vehicle for running a red light. I don't remember what city it was in. The police officer was white. The man driving the car was black. The man says to the police officer, "My wife is in labor. Let me go. I can do this. I can get to the hospital." And he goes, and the police officer says, "No, let's call an ambulance for your wife." So the man listens, and he doesn't leave. And then in a heartbeat, you can hear the woman screaming, saying, "The baby is coming. The baby is coming." So the police officer, and then at this point now, 2 other police officers arrive at the scene. So the 3 police officers are at the passenger side door, which is where the woman is. You don't see her. You just hear what's going on from the dashboard cam. You can see the back of the car. And the baby's being born. It's being born. And then you can hear the baby crying. And it was very emotional for me, because I thought, isn't this beautiful? I mean, this is the beginning of a life, an innocent human being coming into this world, and you've got everybody right there trying to help, you know. At one point, the mother says she's not breathing. She's not breathing. So the police officer does something to remove whatever was blocking her breathing. I don't know what he did, but... But he got her to breathe again, and then you could hear her say, "Oh, she's breathing, she's breathing."
Oh my God!
Everything.
Oh my God, that's chills.
And so and then the driver of the vehicle, you know, at this point he's out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And he's standing with the police officers, and he's looking at his wife, and when everything is done, the baby's born, and the ambulance is on its way. The ambulance didn't even get there until after the baby was born, and. Now they were going to escort them to the hospital. They put the woman and the baby in the ambulance, and the man, of course, drove himself and followed the ambulance. But before they got into their vehicles and started driving, the driver of the car was shaking hands and hugging the police officers.
Oh my God, you're making me cry.
I mean, clearly we have in this country racial harmony. Don't let the media fool you.
No, not at all. You're getting a call.
How am I getting a phone call?
Well, you made me tear up with that story, because there is racial harmony in our country. It's just a select few that does what they do, you know, to try to keep.
All right, so that was another faith in humanity story. Here's another one. There's a nonprofit group that was formed in 1995 called Bikers Against Child Abuse. They have since empowered hundreds of young victims of abuse, making them feel safe and strong during their recoveries. They often attend court hearings in support of victims, as well as offering their services as bodyguards and chaperones to children who don't have regular adult supervision.
Oh my gosh!
So we got a good biker community in our our town.
We do. We really
Here's another act of kindness that will restore your faith in humanity. In an act of extreme generosity, a patron at the restaurant of a woman who had been working to make ends meet left her a $1,000 tip. She had mentioned in passing that she had always wanted to visit Italy, but has never been able to save up enough money. The man signed the merchant copy of the receipts, saying a quick goodbye, and the waitress was left with her trip to Italy.
Wow.
Just a nice gesture.
A very nice gesture.
Here's a guy named Dobry Dobrev. I think that means Grandpa Dobry, according to this.
Oh.
Grandpa Dobry. He lives in Bulgaria, and he's 99 years old, and he spends every day walking 25 kilometers begging for change. Every day, 25 kilometers begging for change. Turns out the money wasn't for him. He has been donating it to orphanages.
Oh, good for him.
He wears homemade clothing. He sleeps on a cot. He lives on $100 a month. Mm-hmm. He has become known as the Saint of Belovo. He will turn 100 years old soon.
God bless him. God bless him.
Here's another story that will restore your faith in humanity. Billy Ray Harris. Mm-hmm. Lives in Kansas City, but he does not have a home there because he's homeless. Kansas City, Missouri. He got a little more than a few quarters when Sarah Darling emptied her coin purse into his cup. She had forgotten that her diamond engagement ring was in there.
Oh.
And was heartbroken when she discovered that she had lost it. Days went by before she came across Harris again. "I've been keeping it for you," he said, As he handed it to her, he not only remembered where he got it from, he remembered what she looked like.
Oh, my gosh.
Darlene was so touched by his honesty that she went straight home to set up a donation campaign for him. After a week, almost $95,000 poured in.
Oh.
And after 90 days, Harris had enough money to buy a car and a home.
Oh. See how unselfish people are when you do it for somebody else. So many people are into themselves.
82-year-old Anthony Simmers is a barber in Hartford, Connecticut. Today, Wednesday, he'll be cutting hair because every Wednesday he sets up shop at Bushnell Park and he gives free haircuts to the homeless.
Oh, my gosh.
Payment, a hug.
Aww.
He's become known as Joe the Barber.
Mm-hmm.
He has been kicked out of the park by police, but a community outcry was so loud that he has now been given the authorization to do the haircutting generosity on Wednesdays.
Oh.
He'll be doing it today.
That is wonderful. I love these stories.
J.K. Rowling is a famous name in here. She's the lady who created the Harry Potter series. She herself was homeless for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She herself was poor. She became a billionaire because of those books, the Harry Potter books. But she wasn't a billionaire for long because she has given more than $160 million a year to charity.
That is wonderful.
Rowling, who was once single and a single mother on welfare, has made it a point to give back. She says, you have a moral responsibility when you've been given far more than you need to do wise things with it and give intelligently.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wizard for you.
Yeah, and even people with little amounts give. Because there's always somebody that needs something.
Here's one. A story that surfaced on Reddit, the social website, I think. I don't use Reddit, but I think that's what it is. A story that surfaced on Reddit resulted in an overwhelming gift to a family of 3-year-old Lucas. Lucas was diagnosed with a rare disease and needed a bone marrow transplant to survive. Travel and care for the boy and his family was very expensive, but an online support on Reddit raised over $50,000 for Lucas's family. Now Lucas is a healthy 6-year-old, and as a thank you, his father, Luis, got a tattoo of Reddit's logo, that little character they call Snoo,
Mm-hmm.
to show his lifelong appreciation for the generosity.
Oh.
Snoo.
Oh, Snoo.
My phone is making noises. Do I have time for one more?
I hope so. I love these stories.
The infamous Westboro Baptist Church.
Okay.
What city is that in again? Topeka, Kansas?
Yeah.
The infamous Westboro Baptist Church is known for hateful tirades, but it is often met with equal parts love and kindness. Several organizations, as well as kind-hearted individuals armed with messages of love, support, and acceptance, are known to surround and block the church's hateful posters, as well as create peaceful and silent barricades for funeral processions and the families of the deceased. So I know you knew that one already, but that belongs in there.
Yes, it does.
By the way, the mayor of New York wants to outlaw the topless ladies wanting you to pose for pictures.
Really?
Yeah, didn't even know it was happening. Did that happen to you?
What? That I pose topless?
No. Did a topless lady try to get a picture? Did you see any topless women in Times Square?
No.
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 Well, apparently they're doing the same thing as the costume characters.
Oh, okay.
And they're just topless, and they're charging people to pose with them.
Oh, okay.
But here's another story from Times Square. A woman was visiting Times Square when she caught this heartwarming moment. An officer approached a homeless man in the middle of November who didn't have any shoes. The officer presented him with a pair of size 12 all-weather boots and a pair of socks to get him through the cold winter. Not stopping there, he then bent down and put the socks and shoes on the homeless man himself. All right, we'll be right back. We've got news and Galen Unold up next.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. There's no ID yet, but police in Thailand issuing an arrest warrant for the man behind a deadly bombing at a shrine in Bangkok.
Police out with a sketch and an offer of a reward, but saying a young man with glasses and bushy hair seen leaving a backpack at the scene of Tuesday's explosion may have been in disguise. 20 people were killed by the blast.
Fox Radio Simon Owen. Authorities believe the culprit was part of a network.
The Thai police chief saying the bomber can't have been working alone, not least because he's managed to escape and evade detection. But there's been no claim of responsibility, and the motive behind the attack is unknown.
Hackers attacking a controversial website aimed at helping married people cheat, reportedly releasing the personal data of millions of users, and 3 men missing after a landslide in Alaska. They're presumed dead. Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.